if you are here and you found my channel, you are likely an adult that has a pathological demand avoidance, or what I like to call a persistent drive for autonomy, because that's really what it is. And you probably already know that I have a business doing respite care and housekeeping. So I have lots and lots of housekeeping tips for PDA profile people like myself. So my biggest one is a lot of people tend to associate housework as a must-do item. And I mean, it's pretty important to keep your space clean and healthy. But as soon as we associate housework with a must-do or with a punishment or with an assigned task, it makes it impossible to do. It's really hard. It becomes something that's terrible. Nobody likes it. So I try really hard not to associate the cleaning in my house with a must-do. So one of the things that I do and that I am really big on is I putter. So what that looks like is I tend to follow my dopamine. If I have a sudden urge to do something, like let's say I have a whole bunch of dishes to do, floors need sweeping and mopping, I will straight up ignore that if I feel like I want to organize my closet instead, because I follow my dopamine and I get a little dopamine hit. And often what ends up happening is that ends up turning into momentum to do things that I might not be that excited to do to start with. And I also start small to get wins. So if I'm having a really bad day and I have the capacity to wash one pot, I will just start there. And I don't assign myself the task of like, do all of these dishes. I will straight up start with something very small and then give myself a back pat for finishing it. And then I might be all done after washing one pot. It's totally okay to just do as much as you can do in a day. Some days have a really great functionality and other days have really poor functionality. And that's just part of life when you're neurodivergent. My third tip that I use really often is I try to make it fun by incorporating something that I really like in with something that I might not want to be doing that much. So if I'm cleaning the house, this is a common one people do, is I will put on music that I really like and I will dance around and clean. So you don't have to make cleaning a punishment for yourself.